Every time you want to enter the floor gracefully, this happens. Sounds familiar? Well, then it's really time to work on lower body mobility and ability to move across the floor. In this video, I'll show 6 great tasks. Let's go. For the figure 4 sit, sit on the floor with both knees facing one way and find movement in this restrictive position. Squeeze, twist and open, kind of like a towel. That feels really nice. Switch towards the other side and use the switching motion to further mobilize your hip joints. Keeping your spine in a counter twist really does wonders in this movement pattern. A great one also, quickly in between. This Seiza Sit really just means sitting on your shins, which at first can be quite tough. Try to relax your body as much as possible. And if you cannot sit from the start, of course you can simply do wiggling motions or put a cushion in between your bum and your heels. But after some weeks of practicing this one, your knees and ankles should feel rather nice. You can then also go into the high Seiza on top of your toes. In this one you will probably feel a big stretch in your feet. Give it time and integrate this slowly into your day. The Kossack Sit is super nice to open up the inside of your legs. Already finding a length in the sitting position. Can you sit just a little bit more upright? This is a great one to do also computer work on the floor. Now switching from one side to the other is a great way to work these positions a little bit more dynamically, something which we will need later in this video. The Fisherman Squat is a great way to practice getting in and out of the floor. Best case, you can fully relax on your shin in this position. But then really the magic happens when you start to transition in various angles into the floor and out of the floor, rolling over your shin. Yes, I know, these movements can be tough, so simply enjoy resting in a squat a little bit, wiggling around. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes and we continue. The step through is where we really need the mobility from the Kossack Sit. Now, especially in this one, notice how you can shift your weight into your hand and therefore allow for this stepping through motion, which will bring you up into a higher position. This one really is great to go from sitting into standing, which I use a lot in my acrobatic practice. As a further challenge, the slower you will do this, the more your muscles have to work, so this one can be quite a nice challenge. Things get spicy in this one. From a sitting position, shoot your knees forwards and catch yourself in a squat. Of course, do it slower at first. And of course, also take steps in between to make it work. Don't work with what you see here, but with what you've got. And in no time, you should have this final motion there. If you feel a stretch in your quads while doing this one, then it's really time to start this practice. And lastly, enjoy a nice round of freestyle. Try to find transitions between one and another pattern. How can you continue to move without stopping? How can you go from the Seiza Sit into a squat, into a step through, so on and so forth. Really the joy in this one is figuring out how you can stop thinking, which comes after a while of practicing. Maybe use music, so you could for example move to 1 or 3 songs and simply enjoy moving on the ground. It should feel amazing. If you liked this video, please let me know in the comments. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos just like this one. Happy practice! Hey you, if you're interested in diving into a dynamic, rich and playful movement practice while learning great skills, then check out my Finding Flow online programs. Apart from the skills, you of course also learn how to mobilize, strengthen and condition your body. And of course, how to find some flow. As a newcomer, check out my Finding Flow Basics or Integration courses, or directly go for the Entry Bundle, a perfect start. If you're already familiar with acrobatics, then check out my newly created Acrobatics Atelier online program, a true deep dive into all things acrobatics. Of course, also this one comes with high quality video breakdowns. Coming through YouTube, use the code YouTube10 for a 10% discount. And find everything on neilteisner.shop.